seem to really like seeing inside of houses. We've already done a couple of videos, one at $1.2 million, another at $1.5 million. Today, we're gonna see 3 houses in the $2 million range. By the way, I'm Mila Gibson-Bandman with Dwell Hawaii. I'm a real estate agent along with my partner, Koa Cassidy. If you'd like to get in touch with us regarding anything real estate here on Oahu, do so by using the links in the description box, or you can email us at info@dwellhawaii.com. We're seeing homes today in Hawaii Kai, Kailua, and then we'll end in Manoa. This first house we're seeing is 1000 Kaolo Street, listed by our friend at Locations Hawaii, Bobby Fuke. Let's take a look. All right, we've got something there. It looks like it could be maybe a little shed or a studio. We'll check that out after we see the main house. But we've got an enclosed garage here. We're on about 8,500 square feet of land, and this is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. What's really great about it is there's a primary bedroom downstairs, so I'm gonna go that way. I always feel like a primary bedroom on the main level is so valuable. Number one, because if you're parents and you have kids, they can be upstairs, you're down here, you have separation from them. But more importantly, if you have older parents that need to move in with you at some point, this is so helpful. It's also helpful for you if you want to age in place. So a lot of times people end up selling their big houses and moving into something smaller because this just doesn't suit them physically anymore. But this is a home that could stay with you all the way throughout your life. Very cool. This reminds me of Ho'opili. This was built in 2004, and I'm curious if it was, I didn't even check who the builder was, but I think it might have been Schuler, and Schuler is now D.R. Horton, so yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of that to me. I'm curious where the washer and dryer is, and I bet it's right here. Yep, here it is. Side-by-side washer and dryer. So nice that it's not in the garage, as a lot of homes commonly in Hawaii have washer and dryer in the garage. This is your half bath for your guests. Unlike my house in Hawaii Kai right now, we don't have a half bath on the main level. So if you come to my home for dinner, you have to go in my bedroom. Kind of annoying, but I'm gonna figure out someday how to get a bathroom in there. And then our 2-car garage. Very nice. Okay, and now we are walking through to the kitchen. This is kind of nice too, because I feel like today's construction, or what everybody loves, is an open floor plan. People want the kitchen that's open into the living room. They don't want separation. You've got a little pass through there where the sink is. You could potentially take that wall down if you wanted to really create an open space. But even though there's separation between the living room and the dining area, it doesn't feel totally closed off. And we've got a pool. Hawaii Kai is one of the neighborhoods where you can commonly find a house with a pool. Usually if you buy a home with a pool that's like this, you're going to expect it to be about 2 million, 2.1 million, 2.2 million, like this one. Nice to have Koko Head in the background here. This is a beautiful landmark in this entire community. There's a great hike there. Reference our Living in Hawaii Kai video or our Circle Island tour video of Hawaii Kai. We've done others too. We did like 10 things to do in Hawaii Kai. I live here. Maybe I'm biased. We have a video called that too. But I just feel like there's so much to do in this community. Not a beach community, but there's the marina. If you want to be around water, if you want to go sit and have some lunch, watch the boats go by, this is a great community for that. You've got waterfront dining. Koko Head, I just hiked it last week. It's 1,048 stairs or 1,148 stairs, totally vertical, very hard, a challenge. Nice view from the top. Now currently in Hawaii Kai, there's about 44 single family homes on the market. Days on market are ticking up over here, and in the $2 million range, however, we're seeing homes, they're sitting on the market for like 30 days or more, depending on the condition. Typically, they go for about 100% of their price. So it seems that people in this price range that are selling, they're kind of in a position to be able to hold out for the price that they want. At the same time, there's a lot of room for negotiation right now, being that there's more inventory than we've typically seen in years past. This is cute. There's actually a little bit of yard here. I know one of my aunties and uncles, they have a house with a pool here in Hawaii Kai, and they have a little space like this. Instead of having a dog, they have a rabbit. But I've always said that not always. I love my house right now. There's a lot of yard. We've owned it now for about 4 years, and I've been saying to my husband lately, wouldn't it be so nice to still have a single family home, but something with a flat yard, not a lot of yard, not a lot of house that's overwhelming to us. And I'm like, okay, here it is, perfect. But it's 2.2 million. I like this carpet on the stairs. I mean, everybody loves hardwood flooring, but when you have stairs and you have pets, it can get a little bit like, I don't know, complicated. Okay, we're upstairs now. There's 3 bedrooms up here. There's a full bathroom. This is a nice sized bedroom. I like this. And we're on a cul-de-sac, so we're not totally looking at other houses or having other houses looking in on us. And we've got like an expansive sense of space because we're on the end of the cul-de-sac and we can look out into the street and over at the mountains. Okay, very D.R. Horton-esque ho'opili with this little drop zone here. Full bath here. These bedrooms are generous. And we have central AC. And a nice walk-in closet in this bedroom. You would expect this to be an ensuite with that big of a closet, but it's not. And that's okay. Okay, as promised, before we leave, we're gonna check out this little space here. And we've discovered, well, first of all, it has a doorbell. So somebody could potentially live here. Somebody probably did. Maybe you could rent this out. I would say if you were renting out this 1-bedroom studio with the bathroom, maybe between $1,200–$1,500, depending. There's a split AC in here. To me, I would rock this as my home office. I think this would be perfect as a real estate agent to just like do my work in here and then, you know, be able to go home at the end of the day. By the way, Yasu, guess what? I found out that this is a D.R. Horton Schuler property, built in 2004. So what's nice about it is since we do so many ho'opili videos, it's kind of cool to see how these homes or this style of construction holds up over the years. And I'd say it's pretty darn good. All right, so we're gonna take about a 20-minute drive around through Makapu'u, Waimanalo, and into Kailua. We'll see our next $2 million-ish home in a neighborhood called Pohakupu. And we're now in Kailua at a neighborhood called Pohakupu. This is a neighborhood that not many people know about in Kailua. You know, typically we're used to referencing Enchanted Lake or Kalama Tract or Coconut Grove. This neighborhood sits a little bit more mauka. It's right off of Kalanianaole Highway. Castle Medical Center is kind of right behind us. The Pali Highway runs this way into Kailua town, but I don't know, I feel like the lots up here are a little bit bigger. You can typically find lots that are in the 7,000, 8,000 square foot range. It's not as congested up here. And this house, 1049 Uluopihi Street, oh my gosh, it's pretty incredible. I've seen the pictures. I took a quick spin through, and now we're gonna take you along with us to see it. Let's go. This house is currently listed at $2.19 million by one of our colleagues at Coldwell Banker, Mina Snyder. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's totally renovated with so many details. Like behind here, we've got this molding on the wall, lots of lights. Like, oh my gosh, look at this. So cool. Light switches everywhere and just accents and under cabinet lighting, and the pulls on the drawers are unique. I'll point those out in a moment, but let's walk through the home. We've got our primary bedroom here on the first floor. Very beautiful contemporary bathroom. A nice little suite down here. There's a beautiful ensuite upstairs, so wait till you see that one. Check out the other bedrooms before we see like the grand finale of the house. So we've got one more bedroom here, split ACs in all of the bedrooms. Very nice bathroom here with a floating vanity, lighting under the floating vanity as well. And then we've got a bedroom here that has an exit out to the pool. When I think of a room like this, I'm thinking like guests. You know, if I had friends or family coming to stay from the mainland, like this would be a great room for them to stay in because they can just go out here and have some privacy if they want to be in vacation mode. The kitchen, it's awesome. And you've got all the light from the outside. You can have a separate dining area, Just lots of little spaces to gather. I could imagine having great parties here. These pulls on the drawers and cabinets are really like strong and industrial. So nice. We visited a home in Pohakupu on our Living in Kailua video. That house actually just sold. It sold in like 11 days in this same price range. So again, it's a neighborhood that homes don't come up for sale here that often. And when people think of Kailua, they think of like wanting to walk to the beach. So this community is not that, but the beach is like 7 to 8 minutes away. And you really could actually ride a bike down and up if you wanted to. It's a little longer than your normal like Kalama Tract, Coconut Grove type of neighborhood. There's another room here. Okay, this is perfect for an office. I could totally, once again, I could totally work in here. But we're seeing like a correlation between the house that we just saw in this price range. They all have similar attributes, right? Work from home space, 7,000 to 8,000 square foot lots. This $2 million price range is where you're gonna get your 4 and 5 bedroom homes. Look at this door. All the doors are unique like this. And then I love a beverage station. This is awesome. And then they even have like a little doggy cutout over here. Like they thought of so many things. My little Kiana would love that little space. In Kailua, one of the almost must-haves is an outdoor shower. This is so cute. Love. You know, so you can see that even if you're living a little bit in the Mauka area of Kailua, beach life is still very much a part of living here. This is actually a really nice size pool and everything looks brand new. I didn't look too deep into the records of the house to see if it's all newly done, but I think it is. This is a 1958 house that was renovated in 2025. And we're gonna go upstairs, but I'm gonna go in through the house because those stairs are hot. These lights, they're so cool, so many details. And again, with the molding, this doesn't feel like a typical flip. Wow, okay, this is like a hotel room. I mean, I would want this to be my bedroom, but if you wanted to save this for guests, they would certainly be thankful. This is awesome. Look at all this detail. Gosh. So cool. And then there's a doorway here. So actually, if you were having guests, they would have privacy because they can enter from the outside. After about a 30-minute drive through the Pali, we are in Manoa. I feel like we've been in Manoa a couple of times for our last few videos. We're at 3641 Kumu One Street. This is a home listed by our friend Sean Yano with Compass. This home is listed at $2.19 million. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, but behind us, we've got a full legal permitted 1-bedroom ADU. So we'll be sure to check that out in a bit, but let's go look at the house. Very similar to what we just came from in Kailua. Really detailed finishes. I'm kind of wondering if it was the same developer or if these things are just kind of trending. This type of gold, heavy duty, more industrial-like hardware, unique cabinets, and you know, not your typical like, I'm losing the name of those types of cabinets, shaker cabinets, like all these different styles, light accents. You've got your recessed lighting and this really cool, like these backsplashes. This home, the homes in Manoa Upper, I've been to homes that are like this. So this home goes kind of like long, where normally you would enter from the curb of the house. This one, you kind of drive in through the side and it's all like a surprise. The layout is really interesting. Let's go this way. Okay, so we've got a little step down here into a laundry room. So at $2 million-ish, you can expect to have a laundry room. Although the last house we were in, did it have one? I don't even remember. And then this goes outside. What's really cool about this property is there's a lot of privacy. So you've got this retaining wall here and a lot of vegetation growing. You've got the same thing kind of on the other side. And then back behind here, you can see the back of Manoa Valley. And then when we get around to more of the front side of the house, you can see into across the other side of Manoa Valley over into the woodlawn area. But yeah, the privacy here is really key. All right, so back down through the home into this kind of long hallway. So we've got 4 bedrooms back here, which is rare to see them all kind of like lined up together. So we've got a bathroom there, bedroom there, another bedroom here. And it's nice because there's no homes looking in and you're not looking in on anybody either. And there's a lot of vegetation all around. Like the neighbor here has banana trees and those grow up and make a nice grove, create lots of privacy. This is an ensuite. Great home for aging in place too, because you've got that 0 entry into the shower, yet it's still very stylish. Walk-in closet here. And then your other bedroom with a view of the hillside. This is unique because you've got this gate that separates the main house from the ADU. That's pretty unique because usually when you buy a house with an ADU, the ADU is going to be like pretty obvious, but this one here is tucked away. Rents for full 1 bedroom with a kitchen in Manoa go for around $2,000 at minimum. I'd say this is more like $2,200. I was really hoping that my sister would want to buy this property because my mom moved to Vegas. My sister and her family moved to Vegas like 3 years ago, and I pray every day for them to come back. And I'm just like, you guys should all buy something together where mom and dad can live in the ADU. Perfect. And then you and your 2 kids can live in the main house. And I just think this would be a great property for them. Oh, wow. Yeah, my mom and dad could totally live here. This is a great ADU. And actually the views from this are even better than the main house. Like you can see all the way down the valley here and then all that greenery in the backdrop. And there's a citrus tree. And it has its own washer and dryer. This is probably one of the better ADUs I've seen just because it has such separation from the main house, but also knowing that this is totally legal and permitted. So if you were interested in this house and you were getting a loan on it, you could count potential rental income on this part of the home to help you to qualify for that home or for the entire property. So that's a huge plus. Yeah, just very thoughtfully laid out, again, with the washer and dryer back there. It's a side-by-side washer and dryer and a little bit of yard space and the citrus tree out here. This could really create a nice lifestyle for somebody, whether it's a family member or if you're renting it out. Now, as far as rent is concerned in Manoa, people usually think like, oh, it's a college town, you're gonna be renting to students, but that's actually not true. Most of the people that call us who are looking to live in Manoa are actually faculty or staff members of UH Manoa. So that would probably be your tenant here as opposed to a student. By the way, we would love to hear from you. Please feel free to leave us a comment. We don't always see the comments, so get in touch with us at info@dwellhawaii.com. Also, let us know what price point you want to see in our next home tour video. We just surpassed about 2 million views on our channel. We have over 150 videos, and we just want to say thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help. Thanks for watching.